most mysterious aspect of the Halo universe has always been retained in the very title itself, the Halo rings, what they do, and their true purpose. And I believe Halo 6 will finally bring that truth out into the light. Hey guys, it's the Tyrant here, and today I want to take you on a journey from the deepest depths of the Halo universe and solve the question that has been plaguing all Halo fans around the globe, and that is this. What are the Halo rings really, and what happens when they are actually lit? Now I've heard many theories about this, so let's try and unravel just a couple of those first. One of the first theories I encountered was that the Halo rings act like giant nuclear bombs, installations that go supernova when activated. Well, we know off the bat that can't be possible. The last time the Halo rings were lit was over 100,000 years ago, and we know damn well that life on Earth existed long before then. Think of the dinosaurs, or even bugs and plants. Life on Earth existed long before the detonation of the Halo rings, and it continues to exist long after. So it definitely wasn't a galactic explosion that killed all intelligent life. But I heard another interesting theory. What if the Halo rings were able to tap into brainwaves of beings of higher intelligence and wipe them out?
The brain spawns suppress intelligence by attacking the delta brainwave. Every animal and robot in the universe generates this wave, as do certain trees.
Fry, however, does not.
Thereby killing off the entry point of the parasitic species we know as the Flood via not being able to leech off the intellect of complex civilizations like the Forerunners or ancient humans. But that theory really doesn't stand up too well on its own either. I mean, if that had happened, everyone would have simply dropped dead. We would have found the remains of Forerunners or ancient humans. Something, anything. Yet any Forerunner construct or vessel humanity has ever come across has been simply abandoned. Not a single trace of the beings who built it, with of course the exception of Requiem. But Halo 4 introduced us to an entirely new chapter in the Halo universe, and if this plays out exactly the way I strongly believe it will, then the creative minds behind the idea deserve a lot of credit. See, up until now, we really had no idea what exactly the Halo rings do when they're lit. We came close in Halo 2, and technically we did see a Halo ring detonate in the third game, but never witnessed its true aftermath. We always believed that the Halos were built to win the war against the Flood, and while I still believe that, I also believe that the end result was never truly realized until recently. Think about it. In Halo 4, we found out that the Forerunner General, aka the Didact, managed to survive the rings while being held prisoner inside of a device called a Cryptum, inside of a shield world called Requiem. I mean, really. If it had been that easy to live through the galactic genocide, why didn't any of the other Forerunners do this? Why was the only option mass suicide? Well, maybe it wasn't. Halo 4 also introduced us to another interesting piece of Forerunner technology. One that had been used as a weapon to deal with ancient humans, while also simultaneously granting an army to the Didact for the purpose of dealing with the Flood. Of course, I'm talking about the one and only Composer.
The Composer. A device which will allow him to finally contain the greatest enemy ever faced by the Forerunners. You. Mankind spread into the stars with an unexpected, desperate violence. Entire systems fell before the Didact's warrior servants rose to halt the aggression. When the Didact finally exhausted the humans after a millennia, his sentence was severe. We had no way of knowing that the Forerunners were not your only enemy. Humanity hadn't been expanding. They were running. Weakened from our conflict, we were no match for the parasite which pursued you. The Forerunners made plans for a final great journey, but the Didact refused to yield our mantle of responsibility. he would save all life in the galaxy. At a cost. In the Forerunner's quest for transcendence, the composer had been intended to bridge the organic and digital realms. It would have made us immortal. But its results soured. The stored personalities fragmented, and our attempts to return them to biological states created only abominations. Such moral concerns faded from the Didact's attention. The Flood only assimilated living tissue. The composer would provide the Didact his solution and his revenge.
In the terms of the librarian, the Didact's wife, the composer was built to bridge the organic and digital realms in order to achieve immortality. And while the composer was able to fragment organic life, the Forerunners were unable to reassemble the pieces. Instead, they inadvertently created the Prometheans. But the librarian said something else, too. The humans were preserved to help culminate in eventuality. She specifically names Cortana. In Halo 4, this just comes across as dialogue filler, but after Cortana's death in Halo 4 and apparent resurrection in Halo 5 Guardians, this begins to make a lot more sense. The Warden Eternal, keeper of the Forerunner planet Genesis as well as the Guardians, was ordered several millennia ago to aid the created, aka human-constructed artificial intelligence, in gaining control of Forerunner technology in order to maintain and keep peace in the galaxy. We always thought this responsibility had been left for the humans, but we even saw this back in Halo 3 when Cortana was able to activate the newly created Halo Ring without the Master Chief doing anything at all.
I always thought the duty would fall to humans. And in a way, I suppose it has. Lovely.
The librarian knew that humans would eventually advance themselves again to the point where they could, or I should say at least where we could, create artificial life. And the biggest advantage of artificial life versus organic? It was limitless in terms of true intellect, could resist emotion, and most importantly, it could not be infected by the Flood. This brings us to the Halos themselves and what they actually do. The Forerunners never actually committed suicide. I mean, think about it. Even in the harshest of nations, no dictator could simply order everyone to take a bullet for the team and seriously expect them all to actually do it. No. The Halo Rings really are massive composer-like structures set to affect all life that met specific criteria on a galactic scale, much like the Flood, which was brought up by 343 Guilty Spark in the library during the events of Halo Combat Evolved.
Halo doesn't kill Flood, it kills their food. Humans, Covenant, whatever. We're all equally edible. The only way to stop the Flood is to starve them to death. And that's exactly what Halo is designed to do. Wipe the galaxy clean of all sentient life. You don't believe me? Ask him.
Is it true?
More or less. Technically, this installation's pulse has a maximum effective radius of 25,000 light years. But once the others follow suit, this galaxy will be quite devoid of life. Or at least any life with sufficient biomass to sustain the Flood.
I mean, think about it. Lighting all of the Halo Rings would instantly convert all Forerunners within range into digital fragments. At the time, the Forerunners weren't sure how to reform the fragments into their original personas, and that's where the present-day AI would come into play. They could analyze everything and bring it back as intended. Very similar to how the people of today, some people anyway, turn to cryogenics as a method of dodging death in order for mankind to find cures to their terminal conditions sometime in the future. Need more proof? At the end of Halo 5 Guardians, Cortana states this.
Our strength shall serve as a luminous sun, toward which all intelligence may blossom, and the impervious shelter beneath which you will prosper. However, for those who refuse our offer and cling to their own ways,
well, now she's talking about us.
For you there will be great wrath. It will burn hot and consume you. And when you are gone, we will take that which remains and we will remake it in our own image.
She's clearly implying that she plans on wiping out all intelligent life in the galaxy as we know it and reforming it into something else. Knowledge that has also helped her cure her rampancy and grant herself immortality, meaning she has acquired enough knowledge at this point to take the old digital fragments of the Forerunners, as well as what she plans to do with the humans, and remake it in the way that she and the rest of the created desired. And to top it all off, in the legendary ending of Halo 5 Guardians, we even see Cortana reactivate one of the Halo rings, hinting that she fully intends to light it. She even seals the Master Chief, as well as the rest of Blue Team, inside of a Forerunner cryptum in order to protect them from her actions. And while all this may just be a theory, given all of the facts that have been brought to the table, I am extremely confident that we are looking at the most likely scenario regarding the true purpose of the Halo rings, and that all of this will be brought to light and revealed to us in Halo 6. So what do you think of my theory? Do you think it's sound? Am I missing anything? Or do you believe something else entirely? I'd love it if you let me know your own thoughts on this theory in the comments section below, or you can let me know on Facebook and Twitter. I'd love it if you'd follow me, and for anything, because I just love talking with other Halo fans and hearing about your own ideas and opinions. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like what you see here, please share this video so we can get this conversation started, and don't forget to click that subscribe button for more video game related content every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll see you guys all here next time right here on MythicTyrant.com. Have a very happy Thanksgiving, everyone. And as always, I'm the Tyrant, signing off.